I'm making this video to encourage forerunners, trailblazers, or leaders who are feeling weary, discouraged, or wondering if the journey is worth it. I'm here to remind you that the God who called you has not changed his mind. Be encouraged as you listen. Welcome to the Maggie B Show. I'm your host, Maggie Barato, and I'm passionate about hearing God's voice and seeing his spirit at work. I recently wrote a letter that I believe is going to encourage you. I've entitled it A Forerunner's Note to Self, and I want to read it to you. There will be days when you feel defeated and discouraged, when the vision that once burned brightly in your heart feels distant, and when you begin to wonder if everything that you've poured yourself into has been for nothing. There will be moments when you question whether you heard clearly from God, when the path ahead seems hidden from view, and when the confidence you once carried gives way to uncertainty and doubt. As a forerunner, as a leader, as a trailblazer, there will be seasons when you are walking through territory that few people understand, because by nature, you are called to go where others have not yet gone. The road can feel lonely. The resistance can feel relentless, and the weight of carrying something before it's fully seen by others can sometimes feel overwhelming. So when you find yourself in one of those seasons, resist the temptation to quit simply because you cannot yet see the fruit. Instead of trying to figure out the entire journey, focus on what is directly in front of you and faithfully take the next step that God has placed before you. Stop punishing yourself for not being stronger. Stop striving to force clarity when clarity has not yet come. Give yourself permission to breathe, to rest, and to remember that your calling was not something that you manufactured through your own ambition. You did not call yourself to this. The God who spoke to you in the beginning has not changed his mind simply because the journey has become difficult. He remains faithful when the road looks bleak, when the answers seem delayed, and when the breakthrough you hope for has not yet arrived. What feels like delay is not necessarily denial. What feels hidden is not necessarily absent. Even in seasons where you cannot see his hand, he is still working according to his plans. So do not give up. Trust the one who called you. Trust the process. He is leading you through. Trust that the same God who opened the door will provide the grace for you to walk through it. For today, you do not need to carry the whole journey. You only need enough faith to take the next step. And forerunner, do not confuse a long process with a forgotten promise. God often spends years preparing people for moments that seem to happen overnight. What appears delayed may simply be developing beneath the surface. Stay faithful in the process. Keep taking the next step. Keep lifting your eyes to the hills. The suddenlies of God can change everything in a moment. Psalm 121 verses 1-2. I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence comes my help. My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. So I pray that today God's grace would lift you and launch you further than what you ever thought possible. I just speak the grace of God over you. I speak encouragement into your soul, that you would lift up your eyes, that you would see the vision more clear than you've ever seen it, that you would be so strengthened by the Spirit of God. And I want to declare that the weariness is behind you, that your best days are ahead of you, and that you are going to make it. You are going to finish the assignment that God has given you. Nothing can stop what the Father has placed within you. There is a resilience in you. There is a strength in you that is being fortified in this season. The Spirit of the Lord is going before you, and he is opening up the way. No longer will you feel like you're in a tight place and feeling crushed, but the way is opening before you. I declare that today is a new day. And I encourage you that where you've only been able to stand, you are now going to walk. And where you've only been able to walk, you are now going to run. And where you've been only able to run, you are now going to soar as the Spirit of God strengthens and lifts you and propels you forward in Jesus' name. Amen.